So let's try this one. If I have the absolute value of x plus 2. Notice what you have here is that you have the absolute value function, and then you have the plus 2 outside of that. So according to what I have up here, what do you think that means? It's going to shift positive 2, so it's going to be up 2, right? But what's your basic shape? What's the shape you're working with? The V shape, so is the absolute value shape, right? So we expect it to look like that. And this guy here tells me that I'm going to go up 2 units. Do you all agree with that? Okay. So now put this into action. Okay. My original vertex would have been here at the origin, but what am I doing with this guy? So the vertex is now what? 0, 2. Okay. Now just like we did before, I'm going to draw a new set of axes here based off of my vertex. So that's your 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Because these points I'm going to plot. Notice I'm not making a t-table, because I don't need to. There's no t-table that I'm making because I already made that t-table of values. So now that t-table of values is going to be based off of this point. Okay. So with the absolute value function, what was the absolute value of 1? What's the absolute value of 2? The absolute value of 3. So you keep doing this, and you do something really neat about the absolute value function. The absolute value function has straight pieces to it, right? And when you have straight pieces, you could really look at the slope associated with that. What's understood to be in front of this guy? A 1. Look at the slope here. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and so on. From the vertex. And this is an extend through the vertex. It's starting at the vertex, going up 1 over 1, and so on. And so you can get the rest of these points very easily. Now, since we know that there is symmetry about the axis of symmetry that runs through the vertex, how can I get the rest of the points over here? I can reflect them, and it's like having the opposite side of the slope, just like that. What do you guys think? Does that look like my absolute value function shifted up 1, 2 units? Cool. So let me connect the dots. Now I could go really cheap here and just have the software graph everything instead of me doing this, but I want you to see that I'm doing this by hand without any help, because I want you to be able to do the same thing. I expect you to be able to do the same thing. So I want to graph the absolute value of x, so you gotta be careful here. Close off the parentheses.
Oh, yes.
Close it off, and then you have plus 2. And there's my graph. So this is what it looked like originally, absolute value of x. Plus 1, plus 2. The steepness of the lines didn't change. Just the position, right? That's all that changed. Any questions about that?